So, what's happening, everybody? It's yours truly, the streets journalist, Jiggy Tee, and you tuned in to Echelon Magazine, where we aim to serve y'all with great scoops on what's popping in and around the world of entertainment. So, I hope you stayed glued to those seats, or if you're standing, just vibe with us, as we aim to serve y'all with the waves, these waves, so that we can all surf. So, please do like, subscribe, follow, share the magazine on whichever platform you are on, so copy that link and, do the right thing. Of course, let's get to it as we waste no time. First story for the day, Moozlie, media personality / rapper / streetwear connoisseur Moozlie has reportedly lost her contract with Cruz Vodka, the alcohol beverage company, So as y'all know, my Ashelians, we formally reported on the story as she got that contract, so we congratulated her for her new line with Cruz Vodka, for the Cruz Vodka Manhattan line, which was, an amazing thing, a young South African, female doing great things, aka also has a deal with Cruz Vodka. So she had a line, Manhattan Cruz Vodka, and apparently she has lost that contract, before she even got to put her own hood on the name, Cruz Benoni. Imagine. Cruz Vodka Benoni. That would have been dope. So she has apparently lost that contract after, she posted a picture of herself with alcohol brand, beer brand Castle, and apparently this is wrong thing according to the contract she had signed, stating that she shouldn't have and shouldn't partner up or sponsor, promote any, other beverage line besides Cruz Vodka, so she has recently lost that contract, and thing is, I'm not familiar with how Cruz Vodka works, because they have this touch and go thing, as y'all know, with the AKA situation. He was out of the partnership, then came back, and I don't know in this particular case as to now, but sources through Sunday World state that she has lost that contract due to the breach of that contract, posting herself promoting Castle, one of the beverage brands she works with. And I have to say, shout out to Castle on top of that, because Castle does great things for South African artists. If you're unfamiliar, they also hosted the Castle Unlocked, bringing in international artists such as Chance the Rapper was here because of Castle. Migos came here in South Africa because of Castle. Travis Scott, Bryson Tiller, Post Malone, the list goes on, and that's all thanks to Castle, so and Costa Titch also works with Castle, talk about Castle, a huge brand feeding our artists, so she posted, herself promoting Castle, and due to that, her Cruz Vodka deal was, hindered, and her manager / Bay Spuda, aka The Rock, tried to fly down to Cape Town and solve those problems, but she took an L. So let me know, my Ashelians, what you all think, on top of what I said about Castle, and of course Cruz Vodka, this huge corporation, that was feeding Moozlie. Hey, let me know. We are at Echelon Magazine. Then, hey man, did you all see Master KG's video? So he apparently escaped death, due to a Turkish airline flight that its engine caught on fire, so imagine that, so he survived that. And shout out to Master KG, and shout out to the Almighty above, for saving this huge talent of ours, especially in these tough times where people are dropping left, right, and center, due to this pandemic we're having, and of course, he's still enjoying the fruits of his labor, he has to tour the world, Jerusalem hit makeup, is Master KG. So, I hope you're good, Master KG, wherever you at, and if you're listening, shout out to you, bro, for the success. Right? Then I touched on AKA. Let's get to AKA. So he has broke his silence on the situation that took place, in his interview on 94.7 with Thando Thabethe on her Drive Time show, when he was there with Kostatich promoting the EP, a great EP. You are welcome. I was listening to that EP before I got to this. I have to say it's one of my favorite, one of the best. So, man, if y'all don't know the context of the story, so Thando Thabethe, how can I explain what happened? In an interview she had with AKA, she took it upon herself, to throw that low jab, I would call it that, having said that, I know it's part of our job as, journalists, as personalities, as hosts, to ask those tough questions, to ask questions for the people, So she asked AKA, about his, experience, on what took place when his late fiancée Anele Tembe, passed on in Cape Town. Before I proceed, if it was you, my Ashelia, if it was you, and the spouse of yours died, someone you love, and in treacherous, and I know you are a public figure on top of that, my Ashelia, and so, your news will be publicized no matter what. It will be in the papers. If your spouse passed on and someone asked you about that in an entertainment setting, how would you feel? As I proceed, so AKA responded, in a way people title or say is rude, trying to, let that question slide, telling Thando that it's none of her business. So AKA has come to apologize for his, I quote, impolite response, to Thando Thabethe, and that being said, he also said he was just triggered by the question, so he took to Instagram to apologize about the way he responded to her. He even clarified that yes, this question did trigger him, but Thando was just doing her job. So he does understand that Thando Thabethe was just doing her job as a broadcaster. He even talked about how Thando has always been in his corner, after the unforeseen circumstance, so hey, I have to say, hey, since we are an international audience, the story of two people doesn't need a third party. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it right there, man. Then, former YoTV presenter, former 5FM host, Karabon Twing. Did you all see her? So she is actually getting married. I hope you all saw that. So she also took to her socials to let us in, on her, engagement, letting us in on how she'll be changing her name, or rather her last name soon. And if you all don't know Karabon Twing, she was one of the people there, in the golden, years of YoTV. Some of us grew up on YoTV. We are in this space. We are in because of your TV, Akumzi, the late, is also up there, so these are people we look up to, so congratulations, Karabo, and I hope you have a good one, so she also hosted with Cypher, for people who don't know. So yo man, shout out to you. I hope you have a good one, an abundance of blessings. And yeah, yo man, I don't like having a volatile, discussion with y'all, my Ashilians, coming from a touch of bad news to bad news, but in a good way. Corny Ferguson has actually, let's congratulate it. So it's good news nonetheless. I don't know why I thought of that. So Corny Ferguson has actually returned back to work. So this is following the unforeseen circumstance that happened to her as well, of the falling of one of our icons in this TV space, and the production space, in the industry, Shauna Ferguson, so he passed on, the great, and that took a hit, on our queen, Corny Ferguson. She had to stop, for a while, but hey, she's back to work. I mean, after all, the show must go on, right? The show must go on, of course. I hope you saw what I did there. So she also showed a video of herself, back on set, greeting the, cast members, and yeah, I mean, the Queen Mzansi on Mzansi Magic, pardon me, is doing great things. I'm sure y'all are also fans of the telenovela, The Queen. So shout out to her, man, back at it, giving us the great content we like. Shout out to you, Queen. Stay strong, we love you, keep on inspiring us, yo. Then more great news. Shout out to Lloyiso, man. Lloyiso Kijana, who was the former who is rather the former Idols SA contestant. He had a deal with Ambitious Entertainment, so he took to Instagram to share the big news, announcing that he has signed to Republic Records. This is a huge thing, my fellow Eshelian, if you don't know. So Republic Records is a US record label, United States record label, with the likes of Cash Money, your Lil Wayne. Birdman has a deal, under Republic Records. So Lil Wayne is there. Drake is on Republic Records. Nicki Minaj, Ariana Grande, Pop Smoke. The list goes on, So our fella from South Africa, young Lloyiso Kijana, is now signed under, Republic Records. I mean, I think we should congratulate him for that one. Shout out to you, my homie. So he said he's actually looking forward to embarking on the journey, and this was through Universal Music South Africa, so that partnership will go that side, that way too, cause Republic Records is also a subsidiary of Universal. Universal is one of the major record labels, in the globe, in the world, so yeah, it's one of the top 3 actually, so it's in no particular order: Universal, Warner Music, or Warner Bros in general, so the music and everything, television, then Sony. Those are the top 3. So yeah, Republic Records, which we are still on, is under, Universal. So that's a great thing, So CEO and A&R, Monte Lipman and Brett Alperovit also took to the socials, to express how glad they are for Lloyiso joining in on their team, South Africa to the world, yo. On the last episode, I'm sure I told y'all, my Ashilians, that the world is looking at South Africa. So this is just a testimony to that. So to all my artists out there, whether you're a musical artist, a creative artist, I mean, even like our creative artists, our drawers. Karabo Poppy is doing great things, with huge corporations. So the world is looking. So also Sipho Dlamini, the CEO of Universal Music South Africa, and the Sub-Saharan African region, also expressed how happy he was for this, huge move, and let's talk about this, my Ashelians. No matter what we want to say about ambitious entertainment, shout out to the big brother Hosi, man. They put our people on. They put talent on, so these aren't just people, Look at Black Diamond, look at, Miss Prue, look at where MT, we know MT cause of Ambitious Records, so, man, no matter what we want to say, Ambitious, shout out to y'all. I mean, even Ifani, he talked about how easy he had a weird dream. Ambitious Entertainment signing him. I'm sure you all saw that tweet, and whoever does Ambitious Entertainment's Twitter, fam, you petty AF. Whoever does Ambitious Entertainment's Twitter, you petty AF. So they also responded to, I finally saying he had a weird dream when he was at Ukhozi FM in Durban, saying that he's signed to Ambitious Entertainment. They said sizokusayina emaphupheni kuphela. To people who don't know, translation is we will sign you only in your dreams. So hey, I find you've been taking L's, my brother. Hey, nonetheless, as we digress, did you see that MacG interview? Or rather that MacG pod where they had Mags and they talked about Kanye. Whoa, man. My Ashelians, you see Kanye, let me just digress, but yeah, I'd like to be part of that list as we digress. I think this next female will be congratulating throughout the year. Thuso Mbedu is back at it again, man. Let's give her flowers if you are, bored by us congratulating Thuso. You must be a hater. I mean, look at the doors she's breaking for young South African females, just from her premiere where she starred on Underground Railroad. So she will be featured on the upcoming Rihanna Savage Fenty show on Amazon Prime. So she'll be rubbing shoulders with Riri, with bad girl Riri. Imagine that, yo. So it'll be an Amazon original, it's called The Savage Fenty Show Volume 3, which will premiere on September the 24th, So Niger Houston is there, Precious Lee is there, there's Simone is there, Sojo Park is also there, So make sure you don't miss that one. Then I think we've been at it. Let's see, where can we end at? And of course, my Ashelian, if you missed anything, you rewind. That's how you also support the platform. By replaying. The pod on whichever platform on YouTube. We get more views on the pod spaces, your Spotify, Google Podcast, Radio Breaker, or Breaker, Radio Public. Pardon me. If you repeat those streams, that's how the numbers also go up. That's how your support is also valued so much. So please do like, follow, subscribe and share. So I think we can end it at this. Ayo, my homies, to all the gents out there, what's up with the suicide rate that has come out? So it actually came out in 2019. It didn't just come out, it came out in 2019. The stats, talking about how us South African men are the second highest suicidal people in the whole world, after Russia. So Russia is the first, South Korea is the third. So what's happening? Then you have America number 4, then Japan number 5. That's the top 5. These are all countries that went to war, so we can't say we have, okay, I think apartheid, okay, let's just digress on that. But yo, homies, why is the rate so high? Is our problems that deep? Hey, at Echelon Magazine, let us be your safe haven, let us be your platform. I'll try and do what I can. I'm at Jiggy_Tee. Let's talk about it, homies. Let's take it to the top. Please like, subscribe, share. Guess we can end it at that. It's Echelon Magazine, hosted by yours truly, Jiggy Tee. Eat your cereal using a fork and study in the dark. Ayoba.